I hate taxi drivers. They're the most dishonest workers. At least, that's what my friend told me when we got to Egypt. I wanted to disagree, but after spending a few weeks in Egypt in cities that don't have Uber, I'm starting to agree with him more and more. Let me tell you why. In Cairo, Egypt's capital city, there are Ubers everywhere. You see the fare before the ride, you get picked up and dropped off safely, and you don't have to hassle and negotiate with anyone at all. Things are smooth. When leaving Cairo, we got a ride to the airport. It was about 35 minutes, 20 kilometers, and it cost us 90 Egyptian pounds, which is just around $6 US. That same day, we landed in Aswan, in the south of Egypt, where there aren't any Ubers. The ride we had to take to town was about 25 minutes and 18 kilometers. When the taxi drivers saw that we were foreigners, they upped their prices and asked us for 300 Egyptian pounds. That's more than 3 times the fare for a shorter ride we had that same day. Granted, that comes out to only $20 US, which would be a very good price in Canada or the US, but it's still way overpriced for Egypt. But taxis keep getting away with it because we're stranded and we have no other options. So, is it fair to overcharge foreigners just because they're foreigners? Some would say yes, because they do have the money to spend. But to me, it's not just about the money, it's about being treated with respect, and there's no way where I, a foreigner, should be charged more than an Egyptian tourist for the same thing. This is an issue I've never had while taking local transport. Whether it's a local ferry or taking the local bus or minivan, not only do the drivers charge us the same thing as anyone else on that transport, they also treat us with the utmost respect. This is something that doesn't happen with Egyptian taxi drivers. I found those drivers to be extremely insistent and very sexist. I understand their need to offer a ride because it's their job, but they keep insisting and even following us, despite our multiple no's and telling them that we don't need any taxis. This doesn't seem to be an issue at all when we're with our male friends. A simple no from them is enough to make the taxi drivers go away. Not only that, but catcalling, whistling, and unsolicited sexual comments are something that happen all the time. It's not too bad when it's one taxi driver, but when it's every one of them, which is about 100 a day, it gets exhausting very quickly. Despite all of this, I do still think Egypt is a magical place. Most people are incredibly warm and welcoming, the sights are amazing, and the food is delicious. But I'll admit that I'm looking forward to when I'm back in a city that there's Ubers around, so I don't have to deal with taxi drivers anymore. Thanks for watching, I'll see you tomorrow.